where we're living together and advancing together and prospering together across every conceivable and imaginable difference. Our greatness.
Gavin Newsom just said that they would take the Afghan refugees in. Ah, that's amazing. See, that's the California shit that we need. That's the California shit that America needs. Just without a doubt. Just so damn confident about it. Yeah, could some of those refugees turn out to be, you know, a bad deal? Yeah, it could be. But we burnt their fucking house down. So if we don't provide shelter for the family of we just burnt their houses, so what the fuck? My God, they will hate us and resent us forever and ever. So since we burnt down the Afghanistan's house, yeah, we should go ahead and welcome them into our country and provide a house for them so that way they can carry on their lives.
Our strength is in that diversity. And
so this is Gavin Newsom. This is from The Hill. The title is Gavin Newsom holds rally opposing recall elections full September 4, 2021. The Hill, Saturday, let's see, held a rally opposing the recall elections. It doesn't say where it's at. California somewhere, right? But it doesn't say where. It's 14 minutes, 39 seconds long, so...
And how about that first partner of the state of California, Jennifer Siebel? All I'll say is, guys, women rule.
Women rule. That's how we're going to start out. Women rule. Women rule and men you drool. Whoa! Yeah, that's what I want to hear.
It's great to be out here with all of you, and I just want to thank each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart, because we're just 10 days out from defeating this Republican recall. You know, it's an amazing place to be in Culver City. One of the most diverse cities, in the most diverse county, in the most diverse state, in the world's most diverse democracy. And I don't think this, I think every one of us knows this in our core. What makes Culver City, what makes LA County, what makes California and America great is that we don't tolerate that diversity, we celebrate that diversity. That's a point of pride, that's part of the values we hold dear in California. And those values are at stake. Those values are at risk, not just here, remarkably, in California, but all across this country. You saw the big lie. You saw what happened on January 6th. We've seen the voter suppression laws all across this country. And you saw what just happened in Texas. We said last year, we all said this, you heard us say this, you said this to your friends, you said this to your neighbors, and you were right that the most important election of your lifetime was last November, defeating Donald Trump. That was right. But you also know this, we did not defeat Trumpism. It's still alive all across this country, and as the senator said, it has come to the state of California. Now, so many of you that have, lived through this state over the years, in many ways, this is familiar to you. It wasn't that long ago. You had someone running for governor, running for re-election on a platform promoting xenophobia, promoting nativism, promoting Proposition 187. It wasn't that long ago. We were out there dealing with campaigns and candidates that were promoting 3 strikes and you're out, fear of the other. It wasn't that long ago in California that the biggest debate that we're having at the UC Regions wasn't about keeping tuition low. It was about eliminating affirmative action. In so many ways, this is familiar, California. Yet look where we are today. A majority-minority state. The most diverse state in America. A universal state. A state, Republicans don't even know this word, a state that practices pluralism. A state of refuge, including the Afghan refugees. A state where we're living together and advancing together and prospering together across every conceivable and imaginable difference. Our greatness, our strength is in that diversity, and we cannot take that for granted. And so I thank you all, each and every one of you, for being out here at this pivotal and critical moment, because racial justice is on the ballot. Economic justice is on the ballot. Social justice is on the ballot. Environmental justice is on the ballot. Women's rights are on the ballot. And if you think I'm exaggerating, listen to what the senator just said. At a time when we've had 2 million acres burned, 7,000 fires, in a state that over the last decade has been heating up, burning up, where our kids have been choking up, you have a candidate on the other side who's walking away with a Republican, likely to be the next Republican governor of California if we don't say no, who believes, as the senator said, that climate change is a crock and a myth. But he's not just against any core beliefs. He actually believes this. He wants to double down on more offshore oil drilling and fracking in California. He doesn't believe in the Clean Air Act. It is a remarkable moment when you consider we're 10 days away from making a determination about the fate and future of the 5th largest economy in the world, in a state who has more people living in it than 21 state populations combined. The idea that we have someone on the other side of this ballot that could be sworn in a matter of weeks, that not only doesn't believe a woman has the right to choose, not only doesn't believe, as the senator said, women are as smart as men. By the way, I don't know if you've seen Senator Warren cross-examine folks on Wall Street. Apparently Larry Elder has not. Women are smarter in politics, smarter in civics, they're smarter in economics. Women rule. Man. Turn on the TV, Larry. Ever heard of C-SPAN? He doesn't even believe there's a glass ceiling. The other doesn't believe in a glass ceiling. He actually said this. You can't even make this up. He said, it's right, he said, for employers to discriminate against women. He said, employers have the right to inquire about an employee's reproductive future because they're just, quote-unquote, protecting their investment. You don't believe in equal pay for equal work. You don't believe in paid maternity leave. I could go through a list, and I will. Because I think California, you need to know what's at stake in this election if we don't vote no. Are we going to vote no on this recall? Are we going to vote no on this recall? Are we going to defeat Trump and Trumpism? Are we going to send a message to Devin Nunes and Mike Huckabee and Rudy Giuliani and Newt Gingrich and Kevin McCarthy? Hell no on this recall. California, this is up to all of you. We say about the future, it's not just something to experience, it's something to manifest. The future is not just in front of us, it's inside us. It's our ability to make decisions that will determine our fate and future. So I ask you to make that decision today. Because it's been said, and it is right, Election Day ends on September 14th. Election Day is today. Election Day is tomorrow. Election Day is next week. The last day of the election is September 14th. Karen Bass said it better than I could. It's not just get out the vote, it's turn in the ballot. Turn in those all-mail-in ballots. Call your friends. Call your family. A simple no and go to the mailbox. Don't even consider the second question. See, again, you already know that's considered. Larry Elder's running away with this. He's running away. Just consider. Just consider, I was listening to my friend Rob Reiner the other day, who has been a strong and fierce advocate for public health and after-school, preschool programs, and he said he recalls debating Larry Elder, who claims to be pro-life. He recalls debating him about a tobacco tax. And Elder actually went so far to say, well, maybe you're right if tobacco does take so many lives, Rob, but you know what? Well, at least more people die so we don't have to spend so much on their health care. That's your pro-life candidate on the ballot. The pro-life candidate that supports the death penalty. The pro-life candidate that opposes the work Elizabeth Warren's doing to get $3.5 trillion so we get better preschool and get better child care and have community college free in this country. They're not pro-life, they're pro-birth. And what do? They run away. They want nothing to do with it. They'll cut prenatal programs. They'll cut those school nutrition programs. Larry Elder said, food stamps, that's just a giveaway, but apparently cutting the corporate tax to zero, which he promotes, is not. It's not the minimum wage. Let's eliminate the corporate tax. You can't make this up. I mean, I know this sounds familiar, and forgive me. I know this is table stakes for the senator. She hears this every single day. He wants to privatize Social Security. He wants to privatize Medicare. He wants to cut Medicaid because charity can make up for it. He wants to eliminate the California Health Exchange because he doesn't support Obamacare. He doesn't believe in disability rights, wants to eliminate the Americans with Disability Act. Who does that? Who does that? This is a remarkable, I never thought, I mean, it's one thing, look, I know my name's on the ballot. We are on the ballot. All of tax to zero, which he promotes, is they run away. They want nothing to do with it. They'll cut prenatal programs. They'll cut those school nutrition programs. Larry Elder said, food stamps, that's just a giveaway, but apparently cutting the corporate tax to zero, which he promotes, is not. It's not the minimum wage. Let's eliminate the corporate tax. You can't make this up. I mean, I know this sounds familiar, and forgive me. I know this is table stakes for the senator. She hears this every single day. He wants to privatize Social Security. He wants to privatize Medicare. He wants to cut Medicaid because charity can make up for it. He wants to eliminate the California Health Exchange because he doesn't support Obamacare. He doesn't believe in disability rights, wants to eliminate the Americans with Disability Act. Who does that? Who does that? This is a remarkable, I never thought, I mean, it's one thing, look, I know my name's on the ballot. We are on the ballot. All of you are on the ballot. California is on the ballot. California values are on the ballot. Things we hold dear, let's not take them for granted. The future, it happens here first. We're America's coming attraction. Eat your heart out, Texas and Florida. There's no other state in America like the state of California. No other state. We have among the highest vaccination rates, among the lowest positivity rates in America. We're open argument, interested in evidence. We're not ideologues. It's a special place. Not here. Not going to put up with this. Linus, you get me all wound up. 10 more days. 10 more days. So let me just add, I wanted to say this to all of my moderate, maybe some Republican friends. It's just interesting. This is interesting to me. All the punditry and, things called Fox. There's something called Newsmax. One American News or something. All these ed boards talking about California's economy. Well, an interesting fact, they never mentioned this. California had better health outcomes than Florida, Texas, Indiana, the United States of America in the last 18 months, and we had better economic outcomes than those states because we led with science and public health. They're one and the same. Wake up, America. Masking saves lives and gets the economy moving again. Vaccines save lives and keep our small businesses open. Mask and vaccine keep our kids in public schools safely. Larry Elder and the Republicans want to walk off the same COVID cliff as DeSantis and those folks in those other red states. Day one, and I'll end with this because I know it's hot. Day one. I mean, this is the go-to applause line. You'd think the go-to applause line is about how we can be more inclusive as a state, how we can be more compassionate, more understanding, how we can collaborate more. No, the go-to closing argument of the Elder campaign is this: the go-to, guaranteed, people jump off their feet. He says, when I get sworn in as the next governor of California, and then he walks around and pauses for effect. When I get sworn in, before my first cup of tea, no offense, I guess he doesn't drink coffee. That's fine, I love tea. But before his first cup of tea, he said he will sign an executive order eliminating the mask requirements in our public schools, eliminating the vaccine verification for healthcare workers. This race is about life and death. It's not exaggerated. This race is about life and death. So what are you going to do? Are you going to vote no? Are we going to vote no? Are we going to defeat this Republican recall? Are we going to send them a message? Are we going to vote no? Let's get out there. Let's turn out an historic number of Democrats and independents and like-minded Republicans. Let's send a message to Republicans. Not in our backyard. California, the best, I promise you, is yet to come. Thank you all very, very much for being out here. Thank you to Elizabeth Warren. Thank you to my remarkable wife and all the elected officials. Thank you all very, very much.
Elizabeth Warren was there. Elizabeth Warren was at the, I don't know where this was at. I want to just, Gavin said economics 2 times. I can't stand people who say economics. Do you have a fucking economic fucking degree in it, motherfucker? And then economics is just what goddamn dumb motherfuckers say to make themselves sound like smart motherfuckers. Well, the economic situation, shut the fuck up. I'm not impressed. Economics, your economics is reconomics, stickonomics, stupidonomics, fuck your nomics, you motherfucking nomic motherfucker. So, since Gavin Newsom says economics, that proves that he's a pompous asshole, but okay, that's, he did also call Larry Elder correctly that this is Trumpism. Trumpism has come to California. Trumpism has definitely come to California. Does California want some Trumpism, huh? California, you got some major daddy issues? You got some major daddy issues, huh? Trumpism, huh? What do you think about Lenin? Nelson Mandela, Martin Luther King, Abraham Lincoln. There's some good, strong lefty leaders. I also wanted to talk about the 2 health care bills. 2 health care bills? Yeah, let's talk about 2 health care bills. So this was one that was put in front of Arnold Schwarzenegger's desk. And then we'll talk about Otto von Bismarck. So people are like, oh, which health care plan should be used? Well, you have Senate Bill 840, Sheila Sheila Cool? I don't know. But apparently in September 8th, September 30th, you're going to have Arnold Schwarzenegger is going to veto single-payer health care. He's going to veto single-payer health care. In this single-payer health care, that is going to cover medical, dental, vision, and, you know, hospital services and prescription drugs. I'm wondering, what about long-term care? If you're going to have some health care system, have it cover every single fucking thing. You walk to the hospital, everything's taken care of, then you walk out. It's going to take a beating in the very first, you know, year or two. This healthcare system is going to take a beating because everybody's going to go to the hospital, man. But that's the thing. Everybody has been needing to go to the goddamn doctor, to the hospital. So if people do rush it, that means they needed the goddamn services a long fucking time ago. So, yeah, it's about time to get healthy. Hey, California, you fucking pig-pen motherfuckers, it's time to get healthy. So, Sheila Cool, you know, whatever, the Senate Bill 840, the single-payer health care bill that Arnold Schwarzenegger, he talked about socialized medicine and government takeover of health care and all this other dumb shit, which is, he's from Austria, and every single fucking European country has, you know, the Otto von Bismarck, he instituted health care in Germany in 1884, in the late 1800s, so over 100 fucking years ago, maybe almost nearly 150 years ago. Maybe 130 years ago. So 130 years ago, Germany got health care. But how can that be? I mean, Bernie care is going to cost us, what, $50 trillion or some shit? We don't have $50 trillion waiting in the bank. Well, for Afghanistan, we got $6 trillion. But we don't have $50 trillion for Bernie care. Well, Otto von Bismarck was able to pass health care in the late 1800s for Germany without costing the empire a fucking penny. The government didn't pay a penny. All the government did was force the employers to pay 1/3 and the employees to pay 2/3. When he forced the employer to pay 1/3 and the employees to pay 2/3, then that gave them health care coverage. There you go. Wham, bam, thank you, man. Now you got some health care. So he forced the workers and the capitalists to both, you know, pony up. All right, capitalists, you put in 1/3. Okay, workers, you put in 2/3. And he did all this to stop communism, right? They call him actually, this is state socialism. But what's state socialism about this? It's free, right? The government, just whatever the administrative cost to tell the employers and the employees to divvy it up. You're 1/3, you pay 2/3. So it was free, right? It didn't cost $1 billion, it didn't cost $1 million, it didn't cost $1 trillion. It's free. It was just the government saying, you know, to the damn businesses and the workers who work at that business, get a loan. Employers, you pay 1/3. If there's a health care emergency or whatever, you pay 1/3 of the cost, and the employee pays 2/3 of the cost. So, you know, I guess that's not really, that's a health care system. That's a system, right? What's our system now? Just fucking Russian roulette? Just, you know, fucking craziness? Just wild, wild west fucking Russian roulette craziness? Just maybe you get health care, maybe you don't. Who knows? Buy this health care, buy that health care. What loophole can we... So I like that I looked through both of these because when people talk about health care, talk about all the health care, medical, dental, vision, you know, drugs, hospital services, long-term care. You can also do Otto von Bismarck at the very least. Just force the damn business and the employers, right? The employees and the employers. Make them, right? The workers and the capitalists. Just force them to fucking pay for the thing. They can have a health care, you know, program amongst themselves, but you just made them do it. And then the SB 840, the bill that Arnold Schwarzenegger had vetoed, the way that they were going to pay for it was through payroll taxes and individual income taxes. So they were going to tax your payroll, which, you know, in a way, what, 2/3 of the cost has to come from the employee anyways. So payroll, individual income taxes, and then premiums. So that means not all of it would be covered, and you would actually end up having to pay out of pocket anyways. So, I don't know. I mean, it's all complicated shit, but just having some system down on paper, and, you know, let's just say the system right now is just what? Goddamn casino, Russian roulette, That's the kind of, you know, healthcare system we got right now. Maybe you get coverage, maybe you don't. Maybe you get Cobra, you pay $1,000 and then you don't even get coverage? Like, why the fuck would anybody? I don't know. I don't understand why people defend the health insurance companies in America the way that they do. Don't take away my Blue Cross and Blue Shield. I love my Blue Cross and Blue Shield so goddamn much. if you have Colorado care, you could just walk into goddamn hospital, get fixed. You were sick. Now you're well. You walked and you talked to a fucking professional doctor when you needed to. The moment that you needed to, you didn't tough it out. You didn't just NyQuil it out. Wow. I got a dream, America. I got a dream that one day we'll have a healthcare system that's, maybe not up to Germany or Switzerland or Sweden standards or even Canada's, but Cuba? Can we get up to Cuba standards? I think Belarus, Estonia, all those Eastern, they're, communists, so they believe in healthcare, so they all have universal healthcare too. Ukraine. Just think of the worst of the worst of the Eastern European countries. Fucking Slovenia, even Slovakia and Slovenia. Need I say more? Slovakia and Slovenia, they both have universal healthcare. So there you go. There's two healthcare bills, comparing and contrast. We could do, Sheila Kuehl's. We could do Otto von Bismarck's. Actually, I like that. I keep saying Otto von Bismarck's. It's kind of like the Finland model. You know how we're going to solve homelessness? We're going to use the Finland model to solve homelessness. And then we're going to get ourselves some health care. We're going to get ourselves some health care paid by premium, payroll, and individual income taxes. But it's going to cover long-term care, prescription drugs, hospital services, medical, vision, and dental. Medical, vision, and dental. That's good rhetoric. That's good rhetoric. Bernie Sanders started doing that, but that's, and make that list as long and comprehensive as possible. Hell fucking yeah. Hell fucking yeah. And really, you know what? Here's a system. How about everybody just pays $1? That's 40 million, Californians. So everybody pays $1, and there you go. Now you got the Healthcare Administrative Board, right? And then from there, they'll figure out how to, take more money and power forever and ever. But with the $40 million that we get them initially, $40 million to force all the businesses, employers 1/3, employees 2/3, bam, now you got a system in place. So you've already established a system, and now you need to work on a better system, and then just, perpetually improve your healthcare system. There you go. You don't actually have to come up with the end goal. All you have to do is come up with the healthcare administration, and then to make sure it's in its charter that it is to upgrade, and improve. It's part of its, charter, founding charters to always upgrade and improve. Forever and ever. You need to upgrade, improve, nonstop. So the healthcare plan, just making everybody, pay that's not really a long-term thing, but that does kind of say, look, fuck, we're all kind of in this shit together, and why should it all fall on the employer? You need, employees who aren't sick and, falling down and shit. And for the employees, at least you get 1/3 of the cost of the healthcare docked off. So, it's not the whole bill. But it's something. So I'd rather have Otto von Bismarck's healthcare system better than, absolutely nothing. I would prefer the SB 840, but I think we could probably just dream up of something, that 40 million thing that I just said, that sounded pretty good too. So yeah, I'd like to hear the details. Let's get into the nitty-gritty details of these, plans. And is John Robert Drake, is he the only person that's in favor of universal health care? Does any of these other candidates, Jackie McGowan, I don't know if she supports health care, but I bet you, she's a woman. Nuh-uh, a woman? It's 2021. Of course, women can be nurses and doctors and presidents and pilots. Women can be everything men can be. What the fuck are you talking about? What? You know what? California needs a woman. That's what, I don't know if you'd be the first woman governor or not, and that's interesting. That's a side, and, it's a side fact. We need to vote for you as a person because you're going to make this, you'll make the state of California better, not because you got a vagina. And, I know a lot of women that are kind of just like that because you're a woman, right? So look at me, I'm a woman, right? I'm pretty, and Miss Thing, look at this. Oh, whoa. And, that might be sexy and titillating in a backwards, probably abusive way. Because, yeah, I don't need that. What the fuck? What I need is somebody that's going to give